Hello. Hey guys, I am a bit out of practice. I already talked for like half an hour. I forgot to switch on the recording. Before that, I was talking for 10 minutes without having microphone on. So hopefully now everything will go well. Today will be quite a personal video because something big happened in my life. I moved to a different country and I would like to share some bits of information about that. This is not a very well thought through video in one sense. I just have a small note. I still did not unpack my lights. So I am using right now the window in front of me, which gives me a very nice natural light. But today is a bit cloudy, so it could be that the light will be not so constant throughout the whole video. So I apologize for that. I apologize if the quality of this video is not the best and if it is all over the place. Also, I wanted to mention that I am very happy to make tutorials. I like to make videos about art. But I think that sometimes a little bit of personal video also makes sense because I want to build a community. I want to get to know you better. I want you to get to know me a little bit better. Of course, I don't want to overshare about my life or anything like that, but I am happy to, talk about like moving to a different country. That's really a big step. And I just want to share a little bit about that. But I would be also so happy to hear about you. If you have something new in your life, then please share. I would be happy to have this channel a bit more active, especially in the comment section. I don't think I tell it too many times, but please feel free to comment. And I am always so happy to read about you guys and what's going on with you, or about your opinion, or what excites you and things like that. So yes, as I said, I changed my country. I was living in Switzerland for 10 years and I really loved it. And now we moved to Sweden with my husband because he got a job here as a professor. Now we are living in Gothenburg, or at least near Gothenburg, because we wanted to live rather in a house than an apartment. And we were extremely lucky to find a house near the city, but not too near. So it's perfect location. We can be there within 25-35 minutes. The surrounding is really beautiful. It's really green. It's full of lakes and forests, and we are really satisfied. Already starting to discover small things. Already starts to feel a little bit at home. But let's start in the beginning, because this whole process, this whole moving was not very easy and it took a lot of time. We knew that once we move, we will be busy with settling down, discovering things, and when you have a new job, then usually you don't start with a holiday. So we took the chance to visit our families before. So I went to Hungary around February and I was still working on a video at that time. So I still wanted to finish some things because I knew that I won't have much time after. Then we went to India to visit my husband's family and we spent 2 weeks there. That was really amazing. I was really happy to switch off a little bit. And I also had a commission before we left Switzerland, so that I also had to finish. This was my first abstract commission. And it was really exciting, to be honest, because it's not the same when you have a reference photo or you have to just choose from reference photos, select one and paint it. But it was more like, exchanging of ideas, working together, imagining, visualizing together what we really want. The basic idea was that at least some connection should be, even if it's a very vague connection, to the movie Inception, which is also one of my favorite movies. The person who asked for this painting also liked that movie very much. The idea behind was to visualize how an idea is forming and developing, how it starts from a core idea, a seed, and how it grows, and how one idea and one thought is forming on the top of the previous ones, and how it becomes a network, and how they are interconnected. So it's a bit difficult to conceptualize, but I think that it was really nice in the end. He also told me what kind of colors he likes, what intensity should I put. Of course, we were continuously discussing whether he likes it or not. In this case, I wanted to make a digital reference before starting the painting to make sure that we are on the same page, to make sure that he has some idea, some expectations on how the final result will look like. So I still followed in the end the reference picture, but it was a completely different process. Also, it was a lot of experimenting with this painting because these webs are very fine lines. I wanted to depict them with very fine and very dense lines, and this was very difficult. So halfway through the painting, I decided that I would restart it. After experimenting a little bit and seeing what works and what not, I did not want to continue anymore on that canvas that I was experimenting a bit too much. So I restarted the whole painting, and this made the whole timeline shift. This made a little bit of delay, and this is why I had to finish it in a hurry. But I'm very happy because also the size, I could make it a bit bigger. It just looks more what I imagined that it would look. And imagine that I just finished this painting 2 days before the moving company came to pick up our things. I put it actually in a box. I made sure that I fixed the back of the canvas into the box so it will not shift inside while I take it. I closed the box to make sure no dust enters. I wanted to take it to him by myself, so I just put it in a card and took it to him. He opened it in front of me and he really liked the results. So it was really a good way to finish my art career locally in Zurich. By the way, you can contact me at any time. If you have an idea, you have a concept you want to visualize, either abstract or more realistic, please don't hesitate to contact me. You can find my information below, or you can go also to my website and see it there. I would be really happy to work with you together because it was really a fantastic experience. Then yes, this transition period was a bit of a long time. Moving company packed everything from our house. That took 1 day, but then we still had to do a lot of administration. We still had to do the cleaning, hire a cleaning company to do the cleaning of our house, give back the key, and so on. So we still spent 2 nights in the empty house. It was really a mix of feelings, like getting detached of that place, seeing it empty, packing up the studio, seeing the studio empty, seeing the dog, how she reacts with people coming and going, picking up her stuffs and our stuffs, and suddenly everything is empty.
It's your last time, Jebush. On the stairs. It's okay.
So it was really stressful, I think, for her. And for us also emotionally, it was a bit of like a mixed state, because we were on one hand very happy, very excited to start a new journey, to start and get to know a new country, discover new places. It's like an adventure. On the other hand, we were living there for 10 years in Switzerland, and Switzerland is beautiful. So you just sit in your car, go for 5 minutes, and you will see something beautiful, I guarantee. It felt really difficult to leave the place because we loved the house, we loved the lake. We had a lake view from our house to the Zurich Lake, and we have very nice group of friends that we met at least twice a month, but if we could, then we met more. I know that I will miss them very much, and saying bye to them was very difficult, but the good thing is that they will book their tickets to come and visit us. It's always good to leave your friends and move with knowing that you will meet soon. It's always good to look forward to something. So if you move, or you are in a similar situation, or you will be, I really suggest that you already have some plans together that you can look forward, and it's not like I am moving and I don't know when I will see you again. So I think it's definitely a good idea. So yes, then we stayed with our friends for a few days. That was also nice to spend time with our friends a little bit more. And the moving itself, so we took the car, we made like a whole road journey out of this from Switzerland to Sweden. It took 3 days, daily 6 hours of drive. It was quite okay. I think I could have done it in a shorter time. What I mean is that we could have done it 2 days, but it was fun. We stopped twice overnight, once in Germany in a small village, and once in Denmark in a small village. And then the 3rd day we arrived to the again empty house here in Gothenburg. It was a very surreal feeling, but I think that moving by car is so much better than just sit on a flight, travel for 2 hours, and just suddenly arrive. In this way, we had this feeling of continuity, that we are gradually moving towards something. It was not like an abrupt change. So it was really like a journey towards a new start, and I really recommend it to anybody who can move like this. For our dog, it was much better than booking a flight and just put her inside the flight. I don't think that dogs like it in particular. And I just want to show you something. I don't want to move the camera, so I will just show. So yeah, this is the window, and this is my camera setup. So it's very simple. And then this is what I see. Super cute. But to be honest, she's not allowed to come here. This is the place for her. You see with the paws, and she's not allowed to come here because this is our place. But I want to be honest with you. After starting this whole recording in such a bad way that forgetting so many things, now I just don't want to stop. So I will tell her to please go back to your place when I am ready with this recording. So just wanted to show you something cute. And where were we? Like setting up the house actually was quite fast. We are practically settled, and now we are discovering the area, discovering the nature and the surrounding, and it's really beautiful. So this house is really in the perfect location. We also have a lot of forests nearby, and if I walk more than half an hour, pretty sure I will end up in a forest. One of the days we went in the morning to the forest and I got a bit lost. So what happened, I thought that it's just a remnant part of a forest. So I didn't know that I am entering a dense forest, and I got a little bit lost. It was a bit surprising already that there is no way out, no quick way out, only to turn back. But I thought we walked a bit too much, so maybe there will be some exit point. Anyway, we were walking, searching for some way out, and suddenly there was this very beautiful animal in front of me. I thought first that it's a horse. I was like, why would be a horse inside the forest? And then I realized that it's not a horse. It was a huge moose, very beautiful, a female one, so it did not have the antlers, and it was very close to me. I got a bit scared, but it was also so majestic animal that we just both stopped, looked at each other for like a few seconds, and then she ran away. Huge, beautiful animal. Yeah, I was so excited, so happy to see something like this because for me it's extremely new. I was also a bit scared after, and I was like, okay, I have to get out and search whether like are there any dangerous animals in here or not, because I did not search for that. I thought I'm just going up near my house, like I can see the forest from here when I am recording. I will just go up and there will be just some view and I can exit the forest. So anyway, almost every walk we see some animals, either bunnies, they are super cute and really big, or we see sometimes deers. Some of them I could record, and obviously some of them that was just no time or no chance to do it. So yes, for me the whole nature here is very inspiring, and I think that this will also influence my art. I am already thinking, where to go to paint, because since a very long time I plan to go out to paint to the nature. And in Switzerland, I am sad that I missed the opportunity to do this, because Switzerland, I think it's really the perfect place for that. It's full of gems, it's full of colors, and it's really, really beautiful in a different way. And now I want to change this behavior, so I really want to get out a little bit and paint something, but I am not sure what. I was thinking of painting the sunset, but I was thinking maybe it's not the best first outside painting, because things happen so fast with the sunset. It's so much light, it's so much reflection, and once it's done, then I can't even continue because these conditions are just not the same. So I am thinking maybe I will go to the forest, or maybe some cityscape, or like cute houses, or maybe a lake, some lake view. What do you think? I mean, if you have any ideas that you think it would be nice, I would be happy to know what you would be excited about. So just please drop an icon in the comments. So anyway, my studio is kind of ready. I set it up last week but we still have so much administration and so many things to do that we are a little bit all over the place, and I didn't have much time to work. I did one painting, but it was an abstract painting. I wanted to experiment a little bit. I wanted to just play with the colors without thinking too much. I thought that I will experiment for the next few weeks at least, for the next few paintings at least. I want to focus more on the shapes, on the texture, on the colors, on the emotions to depict on the canvas, and I already have a list of ideas. The one thing for sure is that I want to try to paint in the style of famous painters. For example, I really like the paintings of Salvador Dali, especially with this melting clock. But I was thinking I would rather put something more modern, like, I don't know, a smartphone instead, or, something like this, just to play with ideas. I want to also try out some impressionist works, expressionist works, also like a lot of abstract. Yeah, also try to paint with different music in the background and how it will change the mark making, the dynamics of the painting, the colors, the composition. Now it's experimenting. I really don't want to overthink a little bit just for a while, because you know what? I quit my job now almost 2 years ago. It's crazy just to think about it. So almost 2 years ago, and I realized that I never really give time for myself to just experiment and play. And it has a reason. I knew that I want to paint in more realistic, also adding a little bit of imaginary elements in the painting. So I was really going towards that. I was trying alla prima. I was trying loosening up my painting. It had a reason, but now I feel that this moving gave me the opportunity to just experiment, just to play, just to forget a little bit about everything, and give myself a little bit of time for that. I just painted this abstract painting. It took about 3 hours. Of course, it's a very simple one because it uses only shades of red, so it's basically based on different reds in a black background. And while I was painting, I realized the meaning of this painting. You see that there is this pink in one side and red color in the other side, intense red on the other side. So these colors are exactly the colors when you get married in India. So what I mean is that I got married in India, and the family members before the marriage, they apply a pink powder to the head of the bride. If I understood correctly, this symbolizes purity. Also, at least in my culture, it's the color of girls. After the marriage is done, the family members apply the same powder but with intense red color on the wife. And this symbolizes, I think, of becoming a woman, becoming a wife. In all times, only the married women wear red colors, so red dress or red accessories. The Indian wives usually put the red powder every day on their head. So for me, this painting symbolizes of becoming a woman. Maybe this painting will be just hanging at home in our wall. And I also want to make some paintings, rather abstract paintings, more for decoration to our home, because the walls are a bit empty. In some places the walls are really high, so some nice piece would really bring life to the inside of for example, the living room especially. I also would like to do that because then the pressure of, selling it's not directly there. Yet I know that I wouldn't just keep it in the storage place of my studio. I could actually use it. The next thing will be to discover a little bit the art scene here. So I want to network a little bit more than I did in Switzerland. I think that was really missing for me, and it would really help my art career if I would know more people. I think it's crucial. I will be more active regarding that. I already went to the so-called International House in Gothenburg, where they already invited me for some events to listen, to give me tips on how to network with people here, how to get in contact with people. they have some creative mornings that I will attend. So that's already a good start. But of course, I will also visit some museums. I'm planning to see some galleries and go to some exhibitions. Oh, of course, unfortunately, I had to cancel my solo exhibition in Switzerland because it should be actually this week. But I know that we will move, so I canceled it well in advance, unfortunately. But one thing that I see already that here it's very different. So in Switzerland, it was more like you have to pay a little bit of money to rent the place, or you have to pay a fee to exhibit in a group exhibition. It was, of course, nice to meet people, but I felt that every time I pay in either more or the same amount that I get back. So financially, in the long run, for me, it seemed not the best option. And it seemed also that people are not very interested in buying randomly from unknown artists. I'm pretty sure that in Switzerland, people spend a lot on art, but somehow I have the impression that they would rather go for galleries and like well-known artists to make it also kind of like an investment. I didn't feel this initiation of, buying randomly for somebody I just met. And what I'm hoping for is that here it will be maybe different. Maybe people will have this mentality a bit different. Let's see. I don't know. But what I see that is different is that here you don't really have to pay a fee to exhibit. Here there are some open calls in the galleries, like every year or every second year, depending on the gallery. And then they have like a description, what they want from you, what to submit. Then, of course, I'm 100% sure that there is a lot of applications. So there is a lot of competition. And then they will choose, I don't know, X artists who will be able to exhibit that year, which is good in one sense, like it's good that it's free, so everybody can submit. It's financially not a problem to do. Out of this, so many people, when they select you to exhibit, it's also a feedback towards your work, that they feel that the quality of your work is high enough to exhibit in their galleries. For me, it would be such a more meaningful thing to exhibit here than exhibit in Zurich, for example, when I know that I had to pay for the place. So nobody selected me, there is no curation. I think curating such events are very good for the artist and for the gallery and for the people who will come to the event and come to the exhibition. I already submitted 2 open calls for exhibition, and I already submitted 1 project proposal for funding. It's not a very high amount. It's around 1,500 euros. It is for supporting some activities of the artist. So my proposal was a series of paintings that I would like to do, around 5-10 pieces, and it would be really nice for me, even this much money, to support, to buy the material for it. So I already see that here things are a little bit different, and so far I think it's a better system. Let's see whether I will be able to exhibit in this way. I definitely need to be more present offline. I need to meet more people because I was focusing too much for online activities in the past 1 year for sure. I became a bit, how should I say, not disappointed, but rather disencouraged with the Zurich art scene. Maybe it's my bad. Maybe I did not put enough effort. I did not try it for long enough, but I felt 1 year ago that I need to focus on my online presence more than my offline. Now this changed, and I think I should have a good balance. Both is very important, and I think that if you want to be part of the local art scene, then definitely it's a good idea to go out, meet people, meet artists, and meet collectors, and talk to people and see what they like. And the last thing I want to say is that this break was a bit long and it did not help my channel too much. My channel is rather stagnating or slightly decreasing the views compared to when I am active, but that's completely understandable. Of course, I try to let you know with a post on the community part of my channel that I will be away until May. I just wanted to say thank you for everybody who stayed with me, who did not unsubscribe while I was away on a break. It really means a lot to me. And if you are new, then please support my art and my channel by subscribing. I make a lot of tutorials, art talks, I show my work, I show my process, and from time to time I also make personal videos like this because I think that not only the art is important, but to build a community and to get to know each other more. If you made it till the end of this video, please leave a comment, just a smiley in the comment section. I would be really happy to know that who are the people who stay till the end. I will come back to you with most probably some experimenting, some more abstract, maybe some outside painting, and I'm planning to do also a longer video with a full tutorial on how to set up an artist Squarespace website. Keep watching out for that, and I hope to see you soon.
Jabi, you know you cannot be there.